Hello, YouTube, and welcome to The Real Siberius. On this episode, I wanted to talk about the media's inability to let players be themselves and how they just can't help but try to hype people up. It just bothers me to no end. It's always the next Michael Jordan or the next Tom Brady or the next Wayne Gretzky. They just simply refuse to let players be them. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from. I can't even exactly remember when it started. But every time a potential talent comes along, a phenom that was successful in high school and then maybe in college, as soon as they're about to graduate to the next level, to the highest professional level, all of a sudden they're a generational talent. They're going to change the game. The game will never be the same once they play. And there's a part of me that honestly believes hyping someone up to that level, putting such a high expectation on someone, because there's no way they don't hear it. I remember before Victor Wembanyama got into the league, there was all of this talk about how he was going to be potentially the greatest player of all time. How about he hasn't played a single quarter in the NBA? Give him a chance. And even when he played in, I can't remember if it was the Summer League or the G League, and he wasn't terribly successful, then all of a sudden, immediately, he was torn down. And I mean, there were still a lot of people hyping him up without question, but there were a lot of people that now he was immediately dismissed. I think we live in a world of instant gratification with social media, with Amazon Prime, with everything. It's instant, instant, instant. You want it, you get it. You want it, you get it. There's no time for development. How many times do we see players or coaches in any league of sports not getting a chance to develop? Or because they have such high expectations on them, when they don't meet that expectation, they're immediately a bust and shipped off to another team, released from their team, traded to another team, or moved to a second string position or on the bench. I think a lot of people need time to make the transition. Not everybody's like Michael Jordan, where they go from success in high school to success in college to success in the NBA without any real difference between the three. That's not particularly normal. There's an upper echelon of individuals that have had that type of success. And just speaking from my own personal point of view, I played baseball growing up and I was terrible. I learned later in life the reasons why I was terrible, but at the time, I was terrible. But given the opportunity to develop, to practice, to hone my skills, I was able to improve. I was able to improve dramatically. But I had physical and mental shortcomings that I was unaware of, that I had to learn how to overcome. I had to develop the skill to overcome those shortcomings. But given the opportunity, I did, because I have the work ethic, I have the heart, I have the grit to put my nose down and put in the work. Regardless of what I'm doing, I can start terrible at it. I love playing pool. And when I very first started playing on a pool table, it was awful. I was absolutely abysmal at the game. My hand-eye coordination seemed like I didn't have any hand-eye coordination. And again, it was the same physical and mental limitations that I have that caused me to be so bad. But I just had to learn to work around them. And it wasn't until I got a pool table in my house and was able to play day after day after day after day, I was able to refine and develop those skills and ended up becoming a fantastic pool player. I mean, I never went pro or anything. That was never really my desire. But within the small group that I played pool with, I was fantastic. So I just wish that people wouldn't immediately jump to the next Jordan, the next Lawrence Taylor, the next Barry Sanders, the next whatever. Leave it alone. Let them just be themselves. I just find that so frustrating. I think there's so much talent. I mean, because it takes a lot of talent to get to the NBA, to get to the NFL, to get to the NHL, to get to MLB. It takes a remarkable amount of talent. I know, of course, not everybody's going to be extremely successful. Not everybody is going to be Mickey Mantle or Joe Montana. Some people are going to fail to meet or exceed expectation. But I think given the opportunity, I think a lot of people could reach a higher level of success than they were given the opportunity for. I was an NFL fan for 30 years. And I was a Minnesota Vikings fan for that entire time. And we had so many quarterbacks, and so many of them were absolutely awful. But I just don't believe they were ever truly given everything that they could to be successful. And not to turn this into down talking someone, but when I see someone like LeBron James, who basically has been given every advantage and every opportunity to fall so short, and then people to still claim that they're great, I find it disgusting. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you made it to the end of the video, I certainly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I want to give a shout out to the content creators that continue to inspire me. Uncommon Sense, Angry Old Hoops, Self-Researched NBA Facts, 93Z, Sports and Fitness Rants, Uncut Hoops, Scap Attack, The Basketball Show, Speam Engine, In Your Face Hoops, Eddie TV, and most recently, King Speech Row. I appreciate what you guys do. I always appreciate your perspectives and your takes and your humor. I'll catch you guys in the next one.